Hey, what if we stop by the fishing pier again? It's been a while, and standing patiently is far less indulgent than sipping ambrosia, right?
You make a compelling argument, Goddess, and I ought to confront my discomfort with the waters more. Head on over and I'll be there soon. Something I should tell you, by the way. These times we spend together, which I thoroughly enjoy, I wouldn't want the other shades to get the wrong impression.
And what impression would that be? Oh, you mean their mortal preconceptions? A man and a goddess together can only mean one thing, end up one way.
Well, yes, but it's a preconception rooted in events that have occurred, including to me. And even though our shades are loyal, they do like to gossip, we know that.
I suppose. If anything, they ought be gossiping about Headmistress and yourself, rather than us.
What? Oh, come on, Goddess. The Good Witch and I, we're like... Oh, plus, there must be some appropriate analogy.
I didn't mean to overreach. It's just... well, I can think of many reasons that Headmistress would inspire loyalty in someone such as you. And you and her.
You're as bad as those gossiping shades. Except I can't have you banished for your conduct. Now, what do you say we scoop some fish out of these waters, eh? Hold. Got one.
I prevailed.
Caught. It's been good to chat away a bit instead of having to give counsel all the time, so cheers for that, Goddess. But don't tell the Good Witch or anyone what you told me.
I won't. Moonlight, guide us.
We'll get through this.
Up you go.
Oh, olives.
Moonlight, guide us.
Moonlight, yeah.
To the Honorable Commander Schelemeus, Ward of the Bloodline of Hades, the fate-appointed Regent of the Underworld. May this ambrosia forever guarantee your service, for as long as you are willing to provide it.
Did you just grant me tenure in the family's name, kiddo? Can you even do that? And also, why?
I'm Princess of the Underworld. I'm well within my right. And as for why, I said before that I do not take loyalty for granted. I wanted you to know I meant it.
Look, I didn't really think you were gonna replace me or anything, but it means a lot you do all that for me. I know I helped teach you to hit real hard, kiddo, but I never thought you'd get me right in the heart.
Thank you for everything, Commander.
Just doing what they pay me for.
You're being paid for this?
No.
Forget about the nectar and ambrosia. What if we go to the springs again? It's quiet there. Seems more your style. And for that matter, mine.
I was planning to say no to whatever you had in mind just to mess with you, but the springs do sound okay. So let's go.
Just right.
I care about absolutely nothing right now.
Aren't you angry with the gods? For what they did to you and all of mortal kind, apparently. So what if it was a long time ago? The more I think about it, the angrier I get.
I mean, honestly, it was a pretty good prank. But it was nasty, too. I don't know which one of you all was responsible, but don't really care. Not big on the whole anger thing.
You're too kind. More than my family, at least. I don't think there's any taking back what happened, but for what it's worth, once all this is over, I'm going to do all I can to make it so we gods act more decently with mortals from now on.
Speaking on behalf of all mortals who ever lived or ever will, I think we'd mostly like it if you left us alone. Might be a lot of evils in this world, but we have ways of figuring things out.
Can you and I remain as friends, at least?
Well, let me think about it for a little while and get back to you, all right?
Whenever you're ready.
Done a lot of thinking, and we're good to go on that remain as friends thing, Mel. Though I'll keep you posted if anything comes up.
Sounds good, Dora. You never did say no to bath salts, Nemesis, so how about it? As long as you feel we've earned at least a short break.
Don't know that we have. Though I've accumulated enough knots in my muscles that it's gotten in the way. So why not?
Just right.
Well, what is it? Can't believe I'm sitting here with you. Couldn't stand the sight of you for the longest time. Wanted to snap you like a twig. Now I got you helping me unstrap my suit.
We're capable of change, aren't we? You must believe that yourself. Otherwise, what's the use of all the retribution you dole out? It can't be for the sake of punishment entirely.
The punishment is half of it, but yeah, important to learn. If not from our own failures, then those occurring constantly around us. Still, I don't think I've changed at all. You have.
I have? I'm still hell-bent on all my responsibilities, counting the moments before I can get back to what I'm meant to be doing, rather than enjoying being here with you.
Except we're only here because you worked up the guts to ask. But fine, maybe you haven't changed a lot. Maybe I just like who you are more than I used to for some reason.
I feel much the same, though I've admired you since training. It gladdens me to be with you like this, and how we've been fighting on the same side recently.
Always wanted the same thing, just didn't think there was enough to go around. Now, enough talk. You going to get these knots out of my back or what?
I'll do what I can.
Feels better than before, I'll give you that. Though don't go thinking I'll let up on you out there. We're calling this even.
As it should be. May moonlight guide you.
Nice try.
Here, my lord. If you plan to keep the other ambrosia bottle in reserve, perhaps you could share this one with a professional associate. No need to save it for later. I've merely strived to better understand you, knowing it was never about words or gifts. You were the boatman of the underworld, a mighty son of Nyx, and the most dependable sort of comrade I could ever want. Forgive me for presuming, though you seem a little tense of late, Lord Moros. What would you say if we shared one of these bottles together at the taverna? It's been a while.
Nothing would please me more, Princess, except it's not my wish to burden you, and I regret that I've permitted my concerns, which are slight, to become apparent. So please, don't go out of your way on my account.
I'm not going out of my way. And if it's truly your wish for the time we share to be fulfilling, then you can start by taking the opportunities that present themselves.
You make a strong case. It would be my honor to accompany you then. Shall we head down? I have been drawn to others on occasion, yes, but I knew better than to let myself become attached. If my heart started to speak to me, I always could make it quiet down.
In that, at least, we're quite alike, skilled at quieting our hearts. Though if the Lady Aphrodite's taught me anything, it's that our passions needn't always be suppressed.
What do you mean, Princess? What passions could you have possibly suppressed, given all that you've achieved?
Well, for one thing, even being here with you. The past me never would have had the clarity of mind to ask, I think. My mind would have talked my heart out of it.
Then I'm very grateful that your heart is beginning to prevail in more of these debates. I think it only makes you stronger, and perhaps it's the ambrosia, but I'm very fond of that. Of you in your entirety, truly.
Oh, while we're being candid then, I've become rather fond of you as well. But if you're promised to another, I don't wish to interfere.
I don't know this other goddess to whom I've been promised, nor do I want to. And I've violated the will of the fates already. We both have. Wherever all this leads, I would have you by my side.
Then to discovering our path together.
To discovering our path. I very much enjoyed our time, Princess, and will anticipate when we can be together next. Soon, I trust.
I feel the same way. Moonlight, guide us.
To your success.
All this stress, it isn't getting to you, is it, babe?
Eris? Care to join me over at the taverna for a quick break? If you're not otherwise preoccupied.
Wait, babe, are you asking me out? After all we've been through together, you're still trying to make a fresh start.
Last time you suggested I ask normally, so I attempted to. Now, are we going for a blasted drink or not?
Sure, I'm into it if you are, though I don't see the point. Woo! Now pour another one, come on. Both got a busy night ahead, so let's move it along.
All right, it's just ambrosia is meant more for sipping and savoring than gulping down in one incredibly long tilt.
What makes you think I care? I won't feel anything if I take little tiny sips. Hardly feel anything right now.
Perhaps you simply haven't given it a shot the proper way. You lift it to your lips like so, briefly inhale, consider the aroma, and then drink. But only a bit.
Oh. Oh. That's different, isn't it? I didn't even know that's how it worked. Why are you being nice to me?
I'm not entirely certain. Just to see what happens, I suppose. You said before that you happen to kind of like me. I kind of like you too, even though I know I shouldn't.
Well, I feel sorry for you, babe. Really do. We always want what we can never have. Now show me how you sip this stuff again. Aren't you supposed to say something first?
We certainly may. To all that we can never have.
Look, that was fun and all, but next I spot you at the Rift of Thessaly, I'm still gonna hit you with everything I've got, and you better keep showing up.
I'm planning on it. Don't ever change, Eris. May moonlight guide you.
I'll find my own way.
To our esteemed messenger and my distinguished friend, not only have you kept the bond between the underworld and Olympus from fraying, you've done it swiftly and silently. You're practically a chthonic god yourself.
That really means a lot. Cheers, Em. You know I like doing things fast, but one thing I like even more is doing things well. We gods don't always have to work hard, but your father always did, and so do you. I'm glad I'm not alone.
short work.
Together we shine, sister.
Together we shine.
Hey, I did want to hand over one last bottle. And by last, I mean until we find ourselves in different circumstances finally. But this one is for your nymph friends, not you.
Oh, have all my tales of Callisto piqued your interest there, Melanoi? Because I'm open to sharing, and I know she is.
No, I mean, that wasn't my intent. It's just, if they've been close with you and raised your spirits, then I'm grateful for them. They must be worried about you.
I don't know why when I constantly tell them not to, though thank you, really. And I'll pass this on next chance I get with your compliments. But first, promise me one thing.
I just gave you multiple ambrosia bottles and you want to promise too. What is it then?
You can survive on the surface for a while, so come join us in our woods sometime. Doesn't have to be soon. Wait till all this is over. I just think you'd enjoy it.
All right. When all this is over, I promise to meet your nymph friends in your woods and enjoy it.
I'll hold you to that.
May you shine forever bright, Sister Selene, my big sister, who protected me and guided me and taught me so much of patience and grace. This offering cannot begin to convey how much it means to me to have you in my life.
You need not spare such words for me, though I am grateful for them, little star. As for the ambrosia, I shall keep it for a time we silver sisters next may share of it together. As with the bond between us, it shall only grow in quality with age.
A gift in honor of our victory, Lord Uncle. We could never have achieved this if not for your leadership and relentless conviction, and your lightning bolts. May this ambrosia help bring us closer together in times of peace.
Ambrosia such as this ought to flow in abundance on Olympus once again, and I trust soon enough it shall. To that eventual result, you have contributed far more than just this bottle, niece. I and all of us are grateful beyond words.
Thank you for holding our family together through the most trying of times, Queen Hera, and for having faith in me to make a difference. May the sweetness of this ambrosia start to dull the memory of our bitter struggles.
That's very kind of you, my dear. But my memory is long and sharp, and I'd not let it dull on purpose or otherwise. Our memories embolden us and keep us from repeating our mistakes. Thank the fates I was not mistaken about you.
Dear Uncle Poseidon, this offering of sweet ambrosia is for you. My father must have been so fortunate to have grown up with such a big-hearted and caring brother. May all your seas and land soon know tranquility again.
However did you find such an extravagance amid our tempestuous times, niece? All I expected you to do was furiously fight, but you have done much more. I move the earth itself, yet you move me.
Grandmother. Grandmother, you've stood by me ever since we met, and I felt our bond from the start. May this ambrosia commemorate not just our past, but our future, for I feel I still have so much to learn about you, and learn from you.
I shall accept this, but no more. Know that your mother and I always had our struggles, Flower. It was only once she lived her own life, rather than my idea of it, that our withered connection started to heal. May your and my relationship grow quickly past that point.
Lord Apollo, my cousin, my friend. This ambrosia reminds me of the moment I first saw your father's palace and heard your wondrous song. Thank you for letting me see our world in a new light, and for always believing in me.
Believing in you couldn't have been easier, Lady Malinois. Even without this ambrosia dancing with moonbeams from the crossroads. I feel truly blessed to have met you, and that my sister found you when she did. You're the greatest boon our family has received in a long, long time.
Aphrodite, your genuine enthusiasm, even in the face of such hardship, is so much of what makes you beautiful and inspirational beyond compare. I feel as though ambrosia such as this symbolizes all the love you have to give.
Oh, you're so very kind. Though it never gets old. I'm used to everybody falling over my looks. But if you can see past that to the inner beauty I possess, then you know far more of love and beauty than most.
Hear me, Lord Hephaestus, for this offering of ambrosia is for you, the hardest working blacksmith on Olympus or below. Through everything that's happened, you've remained steadfast and calm, and helped me do the same.
You think me calm? Inside, witchy, I'm screaming off the term. I just get to pound this metal against that to let the anger vent. Other half the time, I'm feeling pretty good, knowing we found ourselves a decent sort in you.
That's what you get. It must have been you who inspired me to make a warm and happy home, Great Auntie. This ambrosia, in turn, is for sharing with all those who make your own home feel safe and comforting, the way I feel whenever you call.
Oh, this is right sweet of you, dearie, and you're onto something there. So many want to be famous or successful and such, but to be safe and comfortable, nothing beats that, and I know you know. May you be always.
To all our triumphs in the past are still to come, Lord Ares. But this ambrosia is not merely for that. I know you also learn from painful losses and defeats. In this especially, I find we are alike.
I share the sentiment, my hellborn kin. Our family tends to focus overmuch on victories. We do not look unflinchingly at failures and defeats, where deeper insight may be found. In this and more, you have been a welcome exception.
I have something of a symbolic gift for you, Lady Athena. For I know ambrosia shall flow in abundance on Olympus again soon. May this particular bottle contribute to the restoration and remind you of our victories.
I need no reminders of our victories, nor shall your generosity be forgotten during or after the restoration that inevitably is to come. What would we have done if not for you?
The Olympians have reigned for eons, overcoming innumerable threats and setbacks. All this is but another. You would have figured out a way. Especially you.
So adept at deflecting compliments even without my boon. Then very well. Better to be modest than a braggart, I suppose. But you might aspire to be somewhere in between. Either that, or we should all be more like you.
Let's all be who we are. May moonlight guide us.
And deliver our enemies.
All right, come on now. I don't even want to know what's happening out there. What's really happening is here. Hey!
Here you are then, Dionysus. 1 box of good bottles of ambrosia. May this help keep things festive for your guests for quite some time. At least till next I happen to stop in.
Mel, baby, I could kiss you. Did you really bring all this for us? This is exactly what we needed. I mean, how do you even know? Can you read minds?
You previously asked if I had access to ambrosia, but I cannot yet read minds most of the time. That is a very advanced skill.
Oh, come on. You can probably read everything that's going on in mine. And mostly you'll be reading gratitude. I thought you were a little stiff at first, but you're all right.
That means a lot coming from you.
Say what? Know that all of us are with you all the way, so cheers to your success. I'm into it.
No more ambrosia, please, my friend. I'm running out of room, and you have given little old me more than enough.
Of course, but perhaps the two of us could share some at some point. Even now, since you are running out of room.
Oh, well, if you're not too busy, I would truly welcome that. Care to pop the bottle? The cap's a little tight for me. You've been so gracious with your time and with your love. Most mortals hate spiders. Can't imagine most of you goddesses or gods feel any different.
It's commonplace to fear what we don't understand. I'm a witch, we get that a lot. Perhaps that's why I felt connected to you from the start.
You felt connected to me because you stepped on me, my friend. Good thing you heard me screaming my head off. That was not the greatest way to meet.
Perhaps not, but I'd say it worked out. And I've not stepped on you ever again, have I?
Well, no, you haven't, I suppose. Say, this ambrosia, it is really something else. And a little goes a long way.
Right. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's always best with those you care about, and this is clearly a good batch.
You really do care about me, huh? For the longest time, I just wouldn't let myself believe it. But now you know I'm never turning back. And you're still you.
I wouldn't know who else to be. What about you? If you could be anything or anybody else, what would you choose?
Why, well, I'd choose to be the greatest weaver that the world has ever known is what. I'm choosing that right now. That was truly wonderful, my friend. Thank you so much for being here with me, for everything.
Of course. You're my friend, too. Death to Chronos.
You're awfully polite.
Salutations.
Okay.
I know you said that you're not interested in nectar anymore, but I did want to give you this. To our continued friendship, and for all you've done for me these many nights.
This is ambrosia, whoa. This stuff is for the gods, not river spirits, no matter how uncommonly attractive they may be. What's the catch?
The only catch is that you have to stop misreading my intentions whenever I occasionally give you things. Far less often than you give me things, I might add.
Well, I don't know. But having given it some extra thought, I will accept. But just this once, okay? Maybe I'll share this with me.
Echo, we need to sort this out. It must have been ambrosia that gave you back your voice last time, so perhaps it shall work again. Is it doing anything?
Is it doing anything? Doing anything? Anything? Is it... Melinoi, look. I haven't stayed here because I need help. Need help.
Echo, it's you. Then what do you need? I don't understand. Who would wish to wallow in a place like this?
A place like this is where I can help. I can help others who have no one to talk to turn to. Because I found I can reflect their feelings and their thoughts, and their thoughts, and their thoughts.
The way that you've reflected mine. But we have to find a way to give you back your voice. We're close to a breakthrough.
A breakthrough? A break? No, back when I could speak like this. I couldn't hear myself or others. Not like now. So please, I already have what I want. I promise you. I promise.
Echo, I see. And I understand.
I understand.
Truly a feat.
You said I wasn't what you thought. Neither are you what I expected, sir. I'd heard tales of your exploits and truly never seen so fierce a fighter. But I know there's more to you. Here then, for one of your divinity, a divine gift.
Ambrosia, you would take me for another god. I am half man. Such stuff is not for me, and you sully its purpose merely in the offering. What do you want from me?
I want you to accept that there are gods and goddesses who hold you in esteem. If falling short of perfection means falling short of godhood, then none of us are divine.
Now you're onto something, sister. Well, if and when the rest of the family get around to accepting your terms, let's all share this bottle. I'll just hang on to it for now.
Until then. May moonlight guide you.
I know my path.
Moonlight guides you.
And you in turn.
Since ambrosia can be so good as to leave you desiring more, I wanted you to have this, for being quite possibly the most welcome sight in all of Hera.
To have been blessed by one such as you after having cursed so very many, however much they had it coming. I've merely done my service to great Hecate in working with you, sorceress. You need not compensate me more.
It isn't compensation, merely a gift. Your past is your business. I know only the Lady Medea whom I've met and come to understand. She is so much the sorceress I've aspired to be, with less emphasis on cursing, but still.
You were so young when first we met. I thought as you grew older, you would harden, grow crueler, as many of us do. Yet you have proven quite resistant, and in turn, you've made me more resistant to it too. I'm most grateful.
You're most welcome. Death to Chronos, milady.
By your will, sorceress.
Peace, Madam Circe.
And to you.
You mentioned that you aren't certain whether to keep the previous ambrosia or share it with your piggies. Please, allow me to alleviate this impossible dilemma.
Oh, well then this one must be for keeping, naturally. Because last time my piggies definitely had their fill. I never realized Our Lady Hecate taught you to be so generous.
Headmistress taught me to protect myself, to stay focused, and much more. But what I know of generosity is certainly in no small part because of you, madam. There was always more warmth at the crossroads when you were around.
Well, that is kind of you to say. But I'm not widely known for my warmth, you know. You merely brought it out in me, as you have done again just now. So, thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
It's too much of a mess.
Amazing work.
Don't worry, this isn't more ambrosia. It's called an ectoplasmic draft. Not as potent as the incantation I once tried, but this one works, I think.
What are you saying, Melly? Wait, this draft can make me whole? Or maybe partially, an arm or something, hey?
It may be able to restore your sense of self as though you lived and breathed, but the effect won't last particularly long. Perhaps a night at best. That was the compromise.
You're kidding. So, I could be me again. Feel the cold wind and the spray of the sea and all that. For just one night. But can you make more?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. These things can carry side effects if you don't take them slow. Swear that you will.
I swear I'll take it slow using the ectoplasmic draft. I've ignored perfectly reasonable guidance to my peril at least once before, and I don't intend to do it again.
Then please use this whenever you see fit. Perhaps on some particularly special night. And treat it as one of a kind.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Moonlight, guide us.
Wherever we're going.
Hades, look!
It's you.
Now that you've had a nectar for a small occasion of some sort, I did also want to give you this. For a more special time. Perhaps long from now, after we've practically forgotten how it was living apart, and the circumstances call for merriment.
This is ambrosia, and with such a hue as could have only come from the source. Daughter, thank you.
Ambrosia from the heavens themselves. I scarce remember its savor, but I never shall forget what it was like living apart. Nor should any of us long for time to take the pain of it away. Let us remember always how we reached this point together.
When I was little, Lady Hecate said something similar. That the pain of the past shall always linger, though assert itself less frequently with age. Well then, perhaps we ought to celebrate the memory itself. An eon from now, for all I care.
A celebration an eon from now would leave us with plenty of time for preparation, so why not, Hades? Ambrosia such as this ought to age nicely till then.
Please let me know if I can help with any of the planning when the time comes. Or if there's anything else I can do while you're getting the house back in order.
It's we who should be asking this of you. When you were born, Hades and I thanked the fates that we were blessed with such a child. But we had positively no idea.
Thank you both. In shadow I serve.
To shadow you return.
Sister.
Hi there. Will I ever see you again beyond the confines of this crowded competitive arena? We ought to be sharing ambrosia, rather than trying to kill one another for sport.
Nobody knows but the fates, and from what I've recently been hearing, perhaps not even them. As for the ambrosia, you've already got a keepsake from me, so no need.
What? Nectar and ambrosia aren't just for barter. You of everyone must understand the value of forging strong bonds with relatives, comrades, and loved ones.
Of course, but don't you think we've been through quite a bit together at this point? Especially in my case, I've known you for ages. But here, we can make it official if you like.
Well, all right then. Now to the death?
To the death. Oh, close enough.
Know that you shall once again prevail.
Moonlight guides you.
I would like that. Ready to go? I partook of the nectar which you previously gave to me, and my, such a wondrous flavor. And so I thought, I've not yet rightly earned such privileges from you.
It's not a privilege. It's a simple gift. It's not even the fancy stuff. You'll have to try ambrosia sometime, especially since you enjoy a nice golden hue.
Ambrosia, yes. Perhaps at some point I shall have opportunity to share in it along with this family. But that I know shall take considerable time. No more for now, please, granddaughter. Not while so much is left undone.
Some other time, then.
You are here.
Almighty Chaos, please accept the greatest delicacy for which my family is known. I know it's less than nothing in a way, but for us, it's a symbol of the bonds we share.
I am unmoved by this ambrosia that you offer me, and understand this substance is considered valuable and relatively rare. I wonder why you give it to me now, and wish to know. Therefore, respond.
You seem to like unguarded truth, Almighty Chaos, and it's that I am very much in awe of you. Your attention and your aid mean more than I can say. My family gives ambrosia when mere words cannot suffice.
Your insufficient words have been of greater impact than your gift. I shall accept it all nevertheless. You are a musing spawn of Hades, more than I originally thought.
Cheers?
You had an audience with the three Fates. Your incantation from so many nights ago must have taken effect. Hermes indicated they're in good spirits, but shall be continuing their leave. Well done drawing them out, nevertheless.
Thank you, Headmistress. I get the impression that they sought me more so than the other way around, but at least we know they're safe. They also mentioned you.
They did they? In what capacity?
They said you've... well, is there someplace more private where we can discuss this, do you think?
Let's to the springs. You've earned the rest. And we can sit and talk about what's on your mind, and theirs.
Just right.
Ah, but that's not bad. So, what do the three weaving sisters know of me then, You were about to say.
They told me... I believe the phrase they used was you had pulled some strings. They didn't elaborate, but suggested I ask you about it.
Pulled strings. I know full well what they meant. But to this point, I was uncertain whether they did. Let me twist your question back. What do you suppose they implied?
I got the sense they felt that you had altered their designs somehow. Pulling strings, changing their weavings, and not in a small way either, but I merely guess.
You don't merely anything, Malinois. Well, if those three already know my past, you ought to know it too. And 'tis easier to explain, I suppose, if you look upon me as I am.
Headmistress, what? You're You're beautiful. But what is this? I don't understand. Some trick you're playing, or some glamour, or...
No. The trick is when the veil is on. Look upon me, and do not avert your eyes. I know those eyes better than you.
You're... How is this possible? Who are you?
When I was a mere babe, I washed up on the bank of the Cocytus, with naught but moonlight to guide me. Selene looked out for me, informed me that the Titan Chronos took my family, and that I alone escaped. Thus, I trained.
You trained for the task. Death to Chronos. You attempted all of that before I did.
Before is not entirely correct. I was a capable student, but very raw. Vengeance was my headmistress. And one night I found the wretch, spewed every curse that I knew, and descended into the abyss of his subconscious.
But I had you to teach me to descend to the abyss of the subconscious. You mean to say you figured it out entirely on your own? That's impossible.
Speaking from experience, I beg to differ. But at any rate, something did go awry. Time and nightmare fused, and I discovered I was someplace else. I sought the end of time, but had arrived somewhere closer to the beginning.
And then you lived for eons, waiting for the weavings of the fates, and me, for a second chance. Headmistress, Gods.
I dared not tamper with the fates' designs more than was strictly needed. In this form, I ingratiated myself to your father and mother, became handmaiden to the queen, in fact. Thus, when Chronos inevitably struck, they gave their newborn daughter not to the river Styx, but to me.
Then, you did everything in your power to prepare me, so that I might succeed where you failed.
Correct. 'Tis as I always told you, I am not your mother, Melenoi. Neither did I have one myself. However, I had reason to be confident in your abilities. So, there you are. How you must hate me for all this.
No. How can you even say that still, Headmistress? I love you, and you are my mother, whether you can admit it or not. And even if we're far too much alike.
I love you too, of course, Melenoi, with all my heart and soul. Far more than I could ever love myself. And I am so sorry for all that you had to endure, for the family you never had.
But I have my family. I have you.
An Ares soul must know of this, I trust you understand. The three fates, fine, and we and no one else. Now then, shall we pretend that none of this transpired?
I'll be discreet, of course, but won't pretend. Be well, Hecate.
And you, Melenoi.
The unseen one.
Great Nyx. I wished to give you something more, O Knight, for caring for Sister Selene, who is a dear friend, along with your wonderful children whom I've come to know.
Your family's custom is not mine, child. Nor do I wish to accept such gratitude whilst there is so much to be done before the realm is at full strength again. You have my thanks, as well as that request.
Got it. The wheel.
flowers.
This then. The beam. The shard. Should work. The file.
Sorceress?
Sure. Very well.